Good morning, YouTube. How are you this morning? I'm pretty good. Pretty good, I think. It is about 8 o'clock Central Time, and I am in Georgetown, Kentucky at International Crankshaft. Let's see. After we talked, let's see. I went and took a shower. Then I went to Taco Bell to get something to eat. Unfortunately, that was really the only thing that was open because it was like 10 o'clock at night. Came back to the truck, uploaded the video, and went to bed. I honestly don't remember what time I got up. I think I got up at 6, and then cleaned up around the truck and took off. When I say clean up, I mean my morning routine: make the bed, make sure there's no trash in the truck, that kind of stuff, and then make sure the floor is swept most of the time. So that's what that means: clean up the truck. I took off and kind of just made a day of it. I ended up getting to Glendale, Kentucky last night. I guess it was right before 6 p.m. Central Time. So it took 12 hours, and I think I did 610 miles, I believe. Yeah, 615 miles for the day. I still had about 45 minutes or so. I could have made it farther up the road to one of 2 more pilots that's beyond that, but I decided that was far enough. Parked the truck in a spot. There was probably about half the lot available, and just kind of chilled out, and then went to bed. I guess I got to sleep around, I want to say it was 9:45, 10 o'clock, because I streamed Sunday's episode of The Walking Dead and watched that and talked to my wife before I went to sleep. So crashed out, woke up this morning at 5:30 Central, opened the curtains and found out it had snowed overnight. I mean, it wasn't a lot. I'd say it's about 1/4 of an inch, but it was unexpected because there was nothing in the forecast. There was no weather on the radar whatsoever. So I got out, swept off the load, and yeah, I had about 1/4 of an inch of snow on it and the deck, and then I took off. Just came straight here. I got here at 7:30 Central. My appointment is for 8:30 Central, which is in about 30 minutes. And now I'm just kind of waiting. I got here, took everything off, all the chains and straps and all the other equipment and the tarp and everything. It took me about 20 minutes to get everything off, and it is cold. It's about 27 degrees, and there's a little bit of a wind blowing, but it's not too bad. As usual, the only thing that gets cold is that index finger, and I do not know what's wrong with it. I think probably just poor circulation due to age. I don't know. Oh well. Then that's pretty much it for the morning. I do have a pre-plan. I got it yesterday, actually. I'm going up to Gent for a 2-stop pickup at Gent. Now that doesn't make a lot of sense, but I guess maybe they're going to pay me a second stop because I got to load in one building and then go to another place and load another, which means I'm going to pick up coils and sheets. Unless I want to pick up sheets in one place and sheets in the other. I can't imagine that they're going to load slinkies or something and then coils or sheets. I have no idea. But it's a 2-stop pickup for a 2-stop delivery on Monday in Dallas-Fort Worth. I believe the first stop is in Carrollton, and then the second stop is in Arlington. It might be the other way around. I don't know which. But they're due Monday. The first one is due at 9:30 a.m. Monday. They did call me and say that they were concerned that I might not be able to make the deliveries. And I was like, well, it all depends on Gent. Both appointments are at 1 o'clock Eastern time, 12 o'clock Central. So it all really depends on how long Gent takes. If Gent takes another 12, 15 hours like they did the last 2 times I was there, then I might not. It all depends. I really don't know. But as far as hours go, I'll be able to do it. But then when I get to Dallas and I'm done, I'll be rolling my hours all next week. Because I'm not going to be able to get a reset. I mean, it is 1,000 miles. And if I can get down there if I get most of the way by Sunday, it'll all go on this check, which will make it a 3,000 mile week. And I need it. So, that's it for right now. I guess we'll talk when we get to Gent. Good evening, YouTube. How are you this evening? I am pretty good, though I'm tired. Let's see. It is 6:30 p.m. Central Time, and I am at the Pilot in Sonora, Kentucky. When we last talked, I was getting ready to unload in Georgetown at International Crankshaft. A few minutes after I talked to you, the driver that was in there pulled out, so I backed in the door and got the load off. It took about 30 minutes maybe. And then I pulled out, sent my empty call, and started heading towards Gent. Took about an hour and 45 minutes to get there. There's a little bit of traffic, and there were still some snow flurries. Didn't make that big of a difference. It wasn't sticking to nothing, except for the grass. And then I got to Gent right about 20 minutes to noon Central Time. 20 minutes to 11 Central Time. And my appointment was at noon Central Time. So I checked in, and then I sat there for a while. I think it was about 1:15. Times are all messed up. 12:15 Central Time. They called me, told me to come on back, and I went on back to the door that I was supposed to go to, and then I got in there, went and checked in with the shipping office to find out what I was getting. It's an interesting kind of load, and I would happily show y'all a loading video. However, I did not notice that the camera in the back was really, really dirty. And when I looked at the video a little bit ago, it just, you can't really see anything. It's grainier than usual. I'm sorry. It is an interesting load. I picked up 3 coils at the first pickup, and one really big one. Well, not really big, but big for their 22,000 pounds. And I picked up a 9,000 and 8,000 pound one. Put them towards the rear of the load. Took the center, moved it back some. Put the big one in the middle. Put the next one in the back. Put the smallest up front. Got those on there. I was in there getting those coils about 2.5 hours. They just seem to take forever. That Gent is just always slow. That's all there is to it. I mean, luckily I got in as early as I did. Well, got those on there, got them secured, threw a canvas tarp over, and then pulled out to the guard shack to check out so I could go pick up the second load. They sent me over to gate 5, where I loaded last time I was up there picking up slinkies. I wasn't picking up slinkies, I was picking up bundled rod, which is basically slinkies laid flat. And pulled over to the guard shack over there. They told me that they weren't ready for me, so I had to loop back around and pull into the parking area, and I waited there about an hour. And then the guard came out and told me they were ready, so I swung back around, went inside, pulled around to door 4 and back, and pulled straight in and parked, and they were pretty much ready right there for me, maybe 10 minutes. And then I got those on there, strapped those down. What they are is they're, like I said, they're slinkies, but they've been laid flat and they're in bundles. They're 12 feet long, and there's 4 of them, and they're wrapped in plastic and all this other stuff. Got them on there, threw a single strap over the top and a couple of belly wraps on it, and then made the arduous task of tarping it. I thought I was going to get away with just one tarp, but it was about a foot short. Maybe a little bit less than that. More than that. I don't know. Maybe 3 feet tops. So I had to put both vinyl tarps on them, and it just took a really long time. It was a real mess. And I mean, it looks okay, but the back is horrible because when you're the loads are like that, you know, you have to do the back tarp first, and you have to go ahead and secure it completely, and then you have to put the front tarp on it. Overlaps the other one almost 3/4. You got to do that, but it'll make it easier when I unload on Monday, because I can just take the front tarp off. They can pull those off, and the excess from the second tarp I'll just roll up and tack away for the 20-mile drive to the second stop. So I was there from about, like I said, 20 minutes till 11 till I think it was 4:30, and then talked to my fleet manager, making sure we got this whole thing right. They're trying to tell me that because I'm going that way and I'm delivering in my home area that I'm getting home time. I'm not. I might, depending on how my hours work out, maybe spend the night, Sunday night, in my bed. It all depends on what time I get to Dallas on Sunday. But I got some things I got to do. First, I have to, when I leave here in the morning, and I'm going to try and leave really early, say 4:30 or 5 o'clock. I got to go about 30 miles down the road to the Loves in something cave. Something cave, Love, I don't know what they do. Chicken cave or Chowder's cave or something like. There's a Loves there, and there's a tire shop there, and apparently one of our drivers blew a tire and went in there and got it fixed. And then as he was leaving the property, he blew another one and then pulled back around and got the other tire. Well, he didn't take his tires with us. We're required to take our blown tires with us to any yard, and apparently he didn't take them. So they're paying me to an extra stop. Should be 2 stops, but I'm only getting 1. To stop by there, pick up those 2 tires, and then drop them off in Little Rock. Well, my basic plan is this. I want to get up really early, go over there and pick up those 2 tires, and then I'm going to head down. I'm going to stop in Little Rock, drop those off, wash the truck, take my 30-minute break, and then head on, and I'm going to try to make it to Texarkana. If I don't encounter a lot of problems as far as traffic or, you know, a bunch of freaking stupid delays and things like that, I should make it. That will give me a 2.5-hour drive on Sunday morning. And then I can park the truck at Atomic. Then I can go home, do my laundry, and, you know, and then get up early Monday morning and go deliver the load. I won't get a reset, which means I'll be rolling my hours next week. And Monday, I'm only getting 6 hours. So it's going to be a tight, hideous week. You know, for, I guess next week's just not going to be good for miles, and because of the hours and so forth and so on. But that's pretty much it. That's where we stand now. So until Monday when I unload, unless of course something happens along the way, keep the shiny side up, 73s, and be safe.